What up, guys? So, throughout the week, four new Pokemon have been revealed, and these are Gogot, Fletchling, Helioptile, and Yamchan. Alright, so basically, how this goes, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about them. So, first off, we have Gogot, which is a grass type, and it sort of reminds me of the three swords of justice from Pokemon, Black and White. Specifically Virizion because, it's a grass type as well, and Terrakion simply because of how bulky it looks and, it's sort of brown. But yeah, it looks pretty cool in my opinion and, looks all authoritative and junk with its horns and stuff like that. So yeah, probably maybe a defensive Pokemon, probably maybe used as a tank. And I'm only saying this based on how bulky it looks. And it may specialize in attack because, usually the big heavy Pokemon sometimes have strong attack as well. Not necessarily special attack though. But yeah, that's basically based on looks. And that's just my opinion. And also it was shown that in a specific town, I can't remember what the town's name, you can actually ride on Go-Go throughout the town. Now I don't know how or why this is possible, but fact of the matter is, it's possible. And this makes Go-Go even more boss. So yeah. Next up is Fletchling, the new generic bird, well, flying type, I should say, of the 6th generation. It's the classic normal flying, if that wasn't pretty obvious. Now, when I first saw it, I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't really thinking much of it, but when I saw it use that fire attack in the trailer, which I think was Flame Charge, then I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. So I can't really wait to see what other moves it can learn when it evolves and jumps like that. Because I mean, if it can learn Flame Charge, I'm assuming the attack is Flame Charge. If it can learn Flame Charge, then I want to know what other moves it can learn. I want to know what other stuff it has in its move pool. Could be a pretty useful Pokemon. And yeah, next up is Helioptile, or however you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but whatever. Yeah, it's an electric normal type. Now that's a new dual type into Pokemon that was introduced. I'm pretty sure we haven't had a normal electric type before. So yeah. And based on this, I'm guessing that this would allow for Helioptile to have somewhat of a wide move pool, since normal types can basically learn like any type of attack they want. So, yeah, based on that, I'm just saying Helioptile may be able to learn a variety of moves. So yeah, in addition to having electric moves, which will have stab by the way, it'll also have other moves, probably be able to learn, I don't know, other moves. So yeah. And then last up is Yamchan, which I think is just the normal type. I can't remember what type it is. I think it's just normal type though. But yeah, in my opinion, it looks pretty badass because it's got the leaf hanging out of its mouth and junk like that. Not to mention it looks sorta um deviant like it would cause a lot of trouble and junk. And I really just can't wait to see its evolutionary line because, if it looks pretty badass now, just imagine what it look like when it evolves. But some would argue that it may not be really a useful Pokemon because, its name is Yamchan, and that's sort of similar to Yamcha, and Yamcha is known to be a relatively useless person in Dragon Ball Z, which I can't argue with you there if you think that, but you know, Yamchan may not necessarily be a useless Pokemon based on that. I mean, why would Game Freak do that? Why would they name a Pokemon after a useless character because it's a useless Pokemon? I mean, it's not they're trying to hint to us that this Pokemon's going to be useless, you know? So, yeah. That's basically what I think my thoughts on four new Pokemon that were revealed to us throughout the past week. And you know, I just find it so nice that as soon as these new Pokemon were revealed to us, we find out their types right off the bat. But you know, Xerneas and Yveltal and Sylveon, one of the newest Pokemon to be revealed right after Xerneas and Yveltal, we still don't know their types. Their types are still hidden. Now, it couldn't be more blatantly obvious that Xerneas, Yveltal, and Sylveon have new types. So, yeah, I mean, why would they hide their types for so long? Or maybe it's just one big troll game that Game Freak is playing. Maybe they're trying to lure us into this false sense of security, just trying to make us think, oh well, since they're hiding types so long, maybe it's a new type. But who knows? Xerneas and Yveltal may have their typings may be already types that already exist in the Pokemon world. And you know, the build up for all that tension may have been for nothing. But, you know, I'm pretty sure Sylveon, regardless whether or not Xerneas and Yveltal have new types, I'm pretty sure Sylveon's a new type. Based on the type testing that they did in the last Pokemon Smash. And yeah, because, you know, I did my own little calculations, and it seems as though that no existing type has the weaknesses or strengths that Sylveon seems to have right now. So yeah, it's obviously a new type for Sylveon. But yeah, and it seems as though that people are only speculating Sylveon's type, but not Xerneas's or even Yveltal's type. Like, people keep saying Sylveon's a fairy type or whatever type, but no one's really talking about Xerneas or Yveltal. So goes to show that although Xerneas and Yveltal are the game mascots, the two main legendary Pokemon, no one seems to care about them. Okay, whatever. But yeah, some people have been claiming fairy type for Sylveon, you know, based on how it looks and its name, you know, the prefix of its name, which is Sylph, which doesn't really mean anything, but, you know, Sylph, people think Sylph is derived from Sylph, which sort of deals with fairies and junk like that. And some people even claim there may be a fairy type gem. So, yeah, I mean, you can't argue with them saying it's a fairy type based on how it looks, but in my opinion, I just don't think a fairy type is fitting. But, you know, you never know. For all we know, fairy type could be real. And, you know, all of us who think fairy type is not real and think it's stupid may just get a big punch in the face when October comes. Or whenever Sylveon's type is revealed. Which probably won't be anytime soon. Because Game Freak seems to be stalling. But yeah. So what do you guys think about the new 4 Pokemon that were revealed? What are your thoughts on them, their looks? What do you think? What stats do you think they'll excel in? You know, do you think they'll be useful in game? Do you think they'll be useful in the meta game? Give me your thoughts on that. And also your thoughts on Xerneas and Yveltal's type, since no one seems to care about them, so I'm gonna make you guys talk about them in the comment section below. Sylveon's type, I don't really care if you guys talk about that or not, because everyone and their mom is talking about it everywhere else, so don't need another video on YouTube talking about it. So just talk about Xerneas and Yveltal's type. What do you think about those? And yeah, I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace.